Yo, what's up, my YouTube fam? I'm coming to you from a personal standpoint of how the pandemic can be a positive if you're a creator. 2020 was a trip, we all know that. No longer going to movie theaters, no longer doing movie reviews on a regular basis. Some guys went to the movie theaters 3 times a week and did reviews. I was never that much into going that often, but I love going to the movies and I enjoy doing movie reviews on films that I wanted to. I'm not a critic who does reviews on every single movie. That's not my thing, because I'm not going to spend money to go watch a movie that I know I'm not going to like just to talk bad about it. Netflix, different story. But my main reason for talking to you today, as a writer and a director, you got to find motivation and you got to find content to put on your YouTube channel to be competitive and also to release those endorphins you have inside to stay active. And for men, you have all this testosterone inside your body and you have to release it, hopefully in a positive way. Well, I've been writing way longer than I've been directing. Recently, I just released episode 1 of What Have I Done? This is a story about a man who's finding out that he's a werewolf. And the way that I wrote this story, it could be anybody reading this story who's a male and can put themselves in the story. There's no name of the character, there's no ethnicity of the character. So if you're Asian, if you're Caucasian, American Indian, East Indian, Black, Hispanic, Latino, whatever you are, when you read the story as a male, it's you. It's take place in your country, your city, your neighborhood. And that's my intention of writing this story. I wrote the story way back in 2008. I wrote it in a poetic form in 9 parts. The reason why, I've written over 10 books. And my first book, The Blacktastic Bomb, episode 1, 2, and 3 is in that book. And I thought that was going to be the end of the story, but the story got popular. When I would travel, go do book tours and book sightings, people loved when I read that story. So my second book, Upgraded Negro 20.0, I wrote episode 4, 5, and 6. I took a little bit of a break between certain books, and like 3 years later, the book Blacktastic, I wrote episode 7, 8, and 9. And I completed the 3-part trilogy of the story, What Have I Done? And what I've done, Friday night, man, I was laying in bed and I was thinking, what could I do for a new video? I watched WandaVision. It was great. I didn't like it enough to talk about it. And I'm not going to talk about something that everybody else is doing. I just don't want to do that. Right now, everybody's a critic. Everybody's a movie reviewer, and the newest thing that comes out because of the pandemic, everybody's jumping on it, and I don't want to be labeled as that type of person. A lot of movie reviews you won't get from me because everybody else is doing them. There's only so many voices you want to hear from, and it just don't sound like it's a lot of fun to do something like that. I like original content. I like content that comes from within, not that something that's out there that everybody else is doing. Well, this story I've written myself, and the cool thing about it, I'm doing a whole lot more voice acting. Back in high school, all of my English teachers says, yo, do something with that voice. So I'm doing something with my voice. Yes, I'm directing, but I'm doing a lot of things now behind the camera and also in front of the camera without being seen. And this whole story of this 3-part trilogy, I'm doing it only as a voice actor. And it's a lot of fun when you get to put more fluctuations in your voice. When you're in front of the camera, you're worried about how you look and are you doing the right thing in front of the camera. When the camera's not on you and you're just talking, a whole different beast within comes out, no pun intended. But we all have a beast inside of us, whether when we're shy, you want to be more out front, whether you meet the right person, physically they bring out the beast in you, or either there's something that pisses you off and makes you go into rage. And that's why I love a werewolf story. To me, we all have a little bit of werewolf in us. and it takes something to bring it out, not just a full moon. So I dropped episode 1 Friday night. The reception was great. I'm glad you guys like it. Every single Friday from here on out, I'm dropping a new episode until the 9-part series is complete. And I've written a ton of stories over my lifespan. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in my little library and pick out certain stories and voice them and bring them to my YouTube channel. I'm also going to start a new playlist on my YouTube channel called Short Stories. So this will be the first of many to come. So those who are subscribers, those who come in here for the first time, man, please get immersed in the world of short stories by yours truly, TLA. I love writing, I love directing, I love producing. So a lot of original content coming this year to my YouTube channel. Stay motivated, don't give up. It's all in the mind. Peace until the next episode.